everybody. I want to welcome you to Training Thursday inside the Marketing Millionaires Success Circle. For those of you who are brand new, my name is Kelly O'Neill and I am your host. So for those of you who are brand new to the circle, or maybe this is one of your first times catching Training Thursday, I want to give you a giant welcome to this extraordinary community. Inside our community, we teach entrepreneurs kind of like the introduction to getting on the path of transferring out of expensive and time-consuming mass marketing into really focused, intentional marketing, premium price services to clients who can afford it. So if you are a service-based professional who wants to charge premium prices, you want to attract and enroll clients who are ready to say yes right now and pay you in full, then you are in the right place. So as you jump on, please do take a moment to introduce yourself and make sure that you give your business a shameless plug. Like, we always love to know where you guys are from, what it is that you're up to. And if you have a profit concierge already, please do tag them because and give them a little good morning hello. Okay, so if you don't have a profit concierge, now I have a message for you. And that is that one of the perks of being inside of this community is that we have a bunch, like we've got public events like the one that you're watching right now, but we also have a variety of private events and workshops. So we've got like a positioning workshop, we've got private networking events, we've got a bunch of other things. We've got private tools and resources for you to be able to, we've got private tools and resources for you that we match to your business. And the way that we do that is we have profit advisors. And those profit advisors, when you schedule a quick 15-minute meeting with them, it is not a sales meeting. It is literally a get to know you. They're going to get to know you. They're going to get to know your business. And they're going to ask you questions about, like, what are your goals? You know, what is it that you're working on? Where do you feel like you need support? You know, where do you feel stuck? What resources do you need? Who do you need introductions to? You know, and that sort of thing. And they're going to put together a custom little bundle of goodies for you from our arsenals, whether it be past Training Thursdays, whether it be podcast episodes, cheat sheets, introductions to people, access to resources, and all of the different things that we will have available to you. So you want to make sure that you schedule this 15-minute meeting with your profit advisor ASAP. It is the only way to get invites, exclusive invites to our behind the scenes activities. So with that being said, welcome, welcome, welcome. Book your meeting with your profit advisor. All right, so for those of you who don't know me, allow me to introduce myself really quickly. My name is Kelly O'Neill. I am a brand marketing and profit strategist. And for the past 20 years, I've been helping entrepreneurs around the world really position themselves as the go-to authority in their field and helping them scale their businesses from 6 to 7 to 8 figures. And I do that through a variety, oops. Hold on. My dog just set off my alarm. See, we're live. Hold on, I apologize. I'm disarming it from my phone. Hold on. I thought I turned it off this morning. Okay, we're good. No intruders. But the dog is on perimeter patrol and apparently she's alerting to something. All right, so where was I? So I am a brand marketing and profit strategist, and I work with clients and I help them develop customized strategies to rapidly accelerate their business growth, right? Because as you know, as an entrepreneur, time is money. So if you can get something done in a week, you are going to get to market much faster, you're going to make profit much faster, and you're going to save a bunch of time, energy, and money. And if you take 7 months to do it, you're now losing that, right? Like, you're losing that money. It's an opportunity cost. So I help clients devise strategies to rapidly accelerate. And one of those strategies that we teach people is to develop premium service offerings and market them to affluent clientele who can afford to buy their services right now. So strategy and planning, let's talk about it. So strategy is the, I love, there's actually one of my favorite quotes. It's by Lao Tzu, and he says, strategy without tactics is the slowest route to victory, but tactics without strategy is the noise before the defeat. And the reason why that is so important is because I am a big fan of not hustling and grinding in your business. It's not necessary. When you have the right strategy and you're doing and you're executing it consistently, there's no reason for you to do all the things. So if you're someone, like, how many of you in here are tired of doing all the things? You know, you're tired of like the podcasting and the blogging and the Facebooking and the lives and the, you know, I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on of all the things that you're doing to market and not even necessarily cutting through the noise. So, so one of the ways that we combat that is by being really strategic and really intentional. And today I'm going to give you my best Q3, Q4 planning tips. And this is something that I do internally in my own business. And it's also something that I teach in the Marketing Millionaires Business Accelerator. So we just had a big conversation about this yesterday with my clientele. And then also earlier, late last month, we did a strategic planning training for our clients, like a full-blown strategic planning training. So I'm going to give you guys today my best tips, because here's the thing. When you don't have a strategy and you don't have a plan, right, which are two different things. The strategy is how you're getting from where you are to where you want to go. And a plan is what are all the actionable steps that are going to carry that strategy out. So if you don't have, like, how many of you in here feel like I have an amazing strategy? Drop it below. And if you're not sure, just say, I'm not sure, right? I'm not sure if my strategy is going to work out. So first of all, do you have a strategy? Because that's really important. Secondly, you've got to have a plan. And if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. Because when we don't plan, we become subject to our whim of the day. And then we no longer have any kind of direction and intentionality about what we're doing in our businesses. Instead, we are just like showing up and seeing what hits us. And then we feel like we should do some stuff. So we do stuff and it's like throwing dry spaghetti against the wall. You guys, not planning is so expensive. It is so expensive because it is all based on trial and error. It is based on hope and pray. It is based on cross my fingers. That is not the way to run a business, right? If you have any seriousness about running a business, that is not the way to do it. Successful business owners plan for profit. Let me say that again. Successful business owners plan for profit. And I'm not talking about creating some 46-page document. You can have a one-page plan, but you need to have a plan that's intentional. So I'm going to give you my top 5 planning tips today. So my very first planning tip is review where you are right now. So every time I sit down to do one of our quarterly plans or our monthly plans, I look at what's the current state of things in my business. Get some water. What's the current state of things? Where am I in terms of revenue? Where am I in terms of what's working, what's not working? You know, if you are managing what it is that you're doing, you should know what's working and what's not, because you're tracking numbers. So you know, it's like, hey, look, I've been doing social media for 8 months and I have no new clients from it. It's not working, right? So doing more of the same thing is not going to make any difference, right? It's just wasting your time and your money and your energy and your effort, because you're losing money the whole time, right? So I want you to take just a brief overview. Where are you in terms of revenue? Where are you in terms of clients? Where are you in terms of your business and marketing foundation activities? You know, what's working, what's not working? So that's number 1, is to create a review of the current situation. Now, here's the good news. You can change a situation like this, right? You don't have to, you know, all it is looking to see, like, where are we and what's working and what's not. And then we're going to make changes to the to the strategy. The second thing that is so important, especially right now with the pandemic and the changes and that sort of thing, is you need to look at your market. You need to study your market. If you missed my market research or the last couple of Training Thursdays I've done on the subject, please connect with your profit advisor and have them hook you up with those trainings, because it's really important. Your market has changed. How do I know that? Because all markets have changed. People are buying differently. Things are different. Things are, the entire forecast is different. Like, we actually dumped our year plan and we redid it based on the changing market. So your market is changing. You need to know how your consumers are buying and how they're projected to buy in the next 3 to 6 months. Okay. The third thing that you're going to do is you're going to set a specific goal. Now, I want all of you to set what I call a benchmark goal, which is your revenue goal each month, because at the end of the day, right, all of the other things are ultimately to get to the revenue goal, right? That's the whole point of having a business. So if you are in a cash flow state in your business, your revenue goal, I recommend setting it at a consistent $10,000 a month minimum. Now, here's the other thing. I do not recommend that you guys set some astronomical goal that you've never even come close to hitting. I want you to set realistic incremental goals. You know, it's kind of like if you have, I kind of use this example just because it's universal. If you have weight to lose, like, let's just say you have to lose 200 pounds. Do you want to set the goal to lose 200 pounds, or do you want to set the goal to lose 10 pounds 20 times, right? So what I want you to do is I want you to set the goal to, like, the minimum we can always up the goal. But if you've never hit $10,000 a month, or you're not hitting it consistently, let's do that. If you are at $25,000 a month and you're doing that consistently, let's double it, right? Let's go for $50,000 a month. And then what's the plan to hit that? Right? So I want you to set realistic. I don't want you to go from, I have a brand new business, I want to do $100,000 a month, right? It's going to take a minute, right? It's not an overnight thing for you to build up that level of reoccurring income and that sort of thing. So it's going to take a minute. So let's set realistic goals, okay? But you need to be specific, and we need to know what you're working for. The next thing that you need to do, okay, this is step 3. So number 1 is review where you are. Number 2 is look at your market. Number 3 is set a specific goal. The third thing that you need to do is you need to reverse engineer a plan to get there, a strategy to get there. It's like, okay, if you are at $1,000 a month or $2,000 a month and you want to get to $10,000 a month, what is the exact strategic plan that you are going to utilize in order to get to that place? What is the exact strategic plan that you're going to utilize in order to get to that place? That's really important. Like, what is the step-by-step strategy for you to be able to achieve that specific result? Okay, you've got to know what that is. If you do not have a strategy, then tip number 5 is going to be for you, right? Like, you've got to know exactly what needs to happen in order for you to happen, if for that to happen. Now, if you were in our last Marketing to Millionaires Executive MBA, we taught this, right? So we taught this because this is a big thing that we give to our clients when they enroll in our Marketing to Millionaires Business Accelerator. Okay. If you do not know that, tip number 5 is you need to get support. You need to get support. Okay. Nobody learned how to run and build a business out of nowhere. You have to be taught, right? And you need customizable support, because, you know, like, it's amazing to me. I see business owners saying crazy stuff like, well, I'm just gonna sign up for all these free events and then I'm gonna build my business from there. That is not going to be effective. That would be like saying, you know what, I want to learn how to be a brain surgeon, so I'm going to sign up and take some free webinars on brain surgery, and then I'm going to give it a shot. There's too much for you to risk. It's too expensive to do that. You've got to hire expert support. You've got to get into a community of people that can support and help you accelerate, because otherwise, like, I cannot tell you how many times we've met people and they've gone through like our Marketing to Millionaires Executive MBA, and then they're like, I'm not ready yet. I'm just going to try to do this myself. And then we check in with them, and a year later, they're always in a way worse situation. They're never even the same. They always go backwards, because you can't grow if you don't know what you're doing, right? And you didn't get into business. Most service-based professionals don't get into business with the business of building business. That's what we do, right? That's what we do at our company. And I didn't start out there either. I started off with my zone of genius in marketing and positioning. And then over the years of the extensive amount of business training that I've taken and still take, and experts that I've hired and things that I've learned, and all of those things, I've started being able to teach that, because now I have expertise, because I have 20 years of experience under my belt, right? That I paid and learned the really hard way to do. You don't have to do that. You can fast track it, right? You just need to be excellent at what you do, and you need to be able to hire people to get support that are going to help you get to the next level. So whatever that looks like for you, for where you are in your business, if you don't have a strategy, you need to get support, because you need an expert to help you with that. Okay, so let me review these again. Number one, review what's currently working in your market. Number two, you need to review what's currently happening in your business. Number two, you need to study the market. You need to study the market, right? What's going on in your market. Number three, you need to set a specific goal for Q3 and Q4. Set a goal. The work you're doing right now is going to impact you in Q4, right? And also Q3, but also in Q4, right? So, we're not doing things in the moment. We're planning ahead. Number four, you need to reverse engineer the strategy and create a step-by-step plan. And number five is that you need to get support, right? If you're serious about building your business, you need to get some serious strategic help, because it will only accelerate your results. It shouldn't cost a thing if you're working with the right strategist and if you're executing the work, and it's going to help you get the results you desire faster. If you want to learn about how we support people, again, we don't do hard sales calls here. Just say, yes, I want to learn more, or connect with your profit advisor, and we can tell you what that looks like. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this edition of Training Thursday inside the Marketing to Millionaires Success Circle. I want to know what the biggest aha was for you before. So if you can drop that in the comments below, that would be amazing. And if you know other people who could utilize this knowledge, please share this community out with your network. All right, everyone, I want to thank you for joining us today. Until next time, I hope you guys all have a happy and profitable week. Bye-bye.